Hello. So you join me again in the back garden. I do sometimes go in the front garden. Just been doing some a little light maintenance. There's the rear hanging basket, which the primrose is doing okay, the ivy's doing okay. Pansies are not. It's got to be said, but it's quite late into autumn now, practically in winter, so that's probably as good as they're going to get unless we get a few sunny days. It could happen. Moving on, this is a compost heap that I never started. I don't know who did start, but it's reached maturity now. I've actually used some of that soil today in potting up the next little project. My neighbours are out, so they'll probably be talking to me phone, but there you go. That little project is coming up now. I've moved the heather from the front because it wasn't doing well. I don't know whether it'll carry on or not. It was only 90p from Lady Green, so if it comes back, excellent. If not, oh well. For 90p, it's not bad, is it? In the other pot, there are 10 bluebells in this one that I got from Hesketh Garden Centre. Lovely lady. Yeah, 10 of those for £2. Pretty good, really. And I've also put in the other 2 of these. My favourite flower plant, the Cyclamen, and that's Sicilium. It's not from Sicily. But anyway, hopefully they will actually appear probably next winter. Actually, I haven't planted them that deeply, just below the surface, because I gather they rot down to damp off, sort of thing. I've finally planted my Achillea. I can't remember which variety it is. I'm sure the label's around here somewhere. I dare say I'll find it in due course, but it's there now. Yes, at the moment it looks awful. It's next to the bucket in the ground, which I was glad it was around today, because it collected some water which I needed in order to clean my trowel after the trowel had been used to remove a couple of offending articles that the cats have seemed to leave for me. So obviously I didn't video that. I don't think anyone would want to see that, but at least yeah, the trowel's clean now, although I am tempted to go and boil it. Right, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, that's a fuchsia over here that was part of one of the hanging baskets a couple of months ago. I put it round the back here because I didn't think it was doing very well. If it comes back, excellent. If not, we did have quite a good display of it last year. I'm just noticing now that one of the Cyclamen Snow Ridge rows that I thought had actually been dug up is actually here. It's just not doing very well. So I mean, they've all gone now, apart from these couple of flowers. But so if it comes back next year, fantastic. If not, I think they were £1 or £2.50 or something like that for 6, down from 7. Back to this one. This, if the pansies come back, and there's no reason why they shouldn't, apart from a lack of water, so I will be providing some water very shortly, unless nature does it for me, because that sky is not looking like a dry one. So yeah, if the pansies come back, then I think this will take off. There's another couple of cyclamens in here. That is the Siberia White, again only £1 from Hesketh Garden Centre. Right, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, one little treat, one very little treat. I was round about here picking up pots that have been redistributed by the wind, and I came across this just lying on the surface. Looks like a daffodil bulb to me. It's quite wet, but I'm going to stick it in the sycamore tub and see if it pops up, and if it does, fantastic, free plant. If it doesn't, then, well, you know. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll be back soon. Thanks for viewing. Take 3. iPhones, sometimes when you've got a soil in your hands and you're recording and you aim to press stop, it doesn't stop, so you have to exit the application and start again because it didn't stop recording or start, it just deleted. So I'm back in the back garden again. I've just been doing a little bit of maintenance today, well, a bit of potting up. Before me, in this little earthenware pot, terracotta pot, what used to be home for some cactuses at work that did not do very well. I've now planted 10 English bluebells and 2 of these cyclamens, silicium we'll call it. Yeah, hopefully they'll come over next year. They'll be a flower. I think it's too late for this year. It says flowers from September to November. So I think with it being December, I think it's safe to say that they're gone for this year. You never know, because at the moment we've got daffodils popping up everywhere, not in flower, but certainly green shoots are appearing. Talking of daffodils, walking over here earlier on, and I know it doesn't look like much now, but I happened to, I won't say stumble across, but I found a little bulb which I'm going to plant. I imagine that's a daffodil. Looks like a daffodil. So I think the wind must have it has been quite ferocious lately, so I think it must have whipped it up. Okay, so I'm just going to pause this now before I lose too much footage, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so the daffodil, I'm going to find where I've left my trowel and pot it up. I'm not doing very well today, in fact, in losing things. Oh, here we go. Right, so I imagine this is, what do they say, 6 inches for a daffodil. This is probably not the most professional way. I can almost hear people screaming out there, you don't plant daffodils like that, they need at least 3 metres. Nonsense. There you go, little one. I've probably planted that a bit deep now since it's got shoots coming up, but we'll see if it comes back or not. If it does, fantastic, free plant. If not, I'll probably forget, to be honest. Been dreaming a lot about, daydreaming, about tidying this up. This is no man's land, as I've referred to it before. I think this is going to have to, I've got a week booked off in February, so I know one day I do plan on going up Ingleborough or Pennygent. Another day I'll see what I can do about getting rid of some of the hardcore. No, not that kind of hardcore, the bricks. There's bricks and concrete and all sorts in here. It's never going to turn into a wildlife preserve as a scrapyard. Talking of which, Chris has now got rid of his car, the Audi. Yes, one less Audi on the road, it's always good by me. He's now got this monster. But there's nowhere near as much scrap metal knocking around. Okay, right, so the other plant I've been putting today is I've moved this I'm going to call it a heather. Whether it's an erica or not, I don't know. I've put that in this pot with about 10 pansies and a couple of these cyclamens, Siberia white. Again, I don't think they're actually from Siberia, but hopefully the rain should actually start very shortly and I won't need to walk upstairs from the watering can. Bit lazy for a garden. Right, so I think that's pretty much it now. I'm going to try and press stop and hopefully this will have recorded, unlike the previous take. Bye for now. So just for Donald Trump and anyone that would suggests such a ridiculous thing. Global warming doesn't exist. Here are daffodils in December. I believe the daffodils anyway. And further proof, if needed. There's quite a few there. One at the back there. And oh yeah, quite a few there as well. Not sure whether they're daffodils or they're chives at the moment. But definitely the spring flowering bulbs coming up very early. Please don't follow until next year. That's not going to survive. Well, I do wish the wildflowers would actually do something. I think just grab another couple of them. Oh yeah, and some more. So they're all very early indeed.